Yes, at Ararat Hospital we provide services across the life spectrum. So we have inpatient services, we have aged care services, we have community services. We do provide some surgeries so people can come to. We have visiting medical officers that come and attend our hospitals. So we operate our theatres 5 days a week across a variety of things. So we have maternity services at the hospital. We have emergency services at the hospital, and so we provide most services that you find in most hospitals: radiology, pathology, so all those type of services that you'd find everywhere, just on a smaller scale. We have a paediatrician that visits Ararat a couple of times a month, and they're available for appointments either at the Ararat Medical Centre or at our Community Health Centre. We certainly have cultural plans in place, and we certainly are trying to become a more diverse workforce to match what's available in the community. So if there was a need for a specific refugee service or a refugee from a specific group, yes, we would try and fill that spot. So we have an emergency department, and it's called an urgent care centre because it's not staffed by doctors 24 hours a day, but we have senior nursing staff there 24 hours a day, and they're supported by the Ararat Medical Centre who are on call. So people can turn up anytime they like. Yes, and we do that now, and it's available 24 hours a day, and we access those services, yes, definitely. Work closely with the medical centre, so like we're partners with we're in the medical centre in providing care. So yes, people would be able to get care. Doctors, there is a shortage of doctors in Australia anyway, but at the moment there's enough doctors that work at the medical centre. It's a hospital that responds to the needs of the local community, and we try and adjust our services to meet those needs. So if there's a diverse group or a specific group that moves to Ararat, we'd certainly welcome that, and we'd be here to support that. Yeah.
Here in 2023 we'll have 250 students across our school. We have 12 classes, so in some of those classes there are multiple teachers, so it's around 21 teachers across our school. We're set up in a junior school from our preps to grade 2 and our senior school, our grade 3s to 6s. So there's a number of different ways you can enrol at Ararat West. You can go onto our school website and download an enrolment pack. You can email us, our email address is online, or you can ring the school directly, or you can also come into the school if you're in Ararat. When you're about to enrol, we would like to have your birth certificate, any immunisation history, as well as any visas that are in place to work here. Yeah, so we've got a number of students that use English as an additional language. At the moment we have 2 students that are using the English as an additional language curriculum, and we support those with integration aids as well. There's no specific support from staff after school hours, but we do have a homework policy, so that looks very different across the school, so it gets greater as the kids go through the school, with a focus on learning to read and whatever's happening in the classrooms. Our kids across the school do a range of different excursions, so our preps go to the zoo in Melbourne. We have our grade 1s head to Science Works in Melbourne and Bendigo. Our grade 2s go to Sovereign Hill and they have a sleepover at school. Our grade 3s go to Rose's Gap in the Grampians. Our grade 4s go to Anglesea at the beach. Our grade 5s go to Melbourne as a city experience. Our grade 6s head to Canberra to learn about government. And we also have some leadership camps that our junior school council go on, as well as our house captains. And throughout each term we have incursions that come on site and are at school as well. So we definitely run 2 different swimming programs. So one is an indoor swimming program, and that's based over a 3-week program. So it's about learning how to swim, so stroke development. And later in the year we also have an outdoor program where the kids are doing some survival techniques, and we do both of those programs leading into the summer. So as a school we've got a strong focus on school-wide positive behaviours and developing our school values of being respectful, resilient and aspiring. So our kids learn about those values in an explicit lesson 1 hour per week, and that's across the whole school, and it's about being respectful of everybody, so making sure that everybody has the right to learn and we're respecting everybody. We also reward those kids for showing those values at assemblies, and we're very culturally inclusive by using things like welcome to country at assemblies and kids getting to know students' cultures in classrooms as well. So as I spoke about, as a part of our school-wide positive behaviours, where we have a strong inclusive structure, but we want our kids to make sure that we're being respectful of everybody. So the most important part is that we're supporting families and the kids understand how we treat others. So that's role modelled through our school.
At Ararat College we have just over 300 students, so about 307 students at the moment, and there's 60 staff within the school, so they could be ranging from teaching or support staff, so there's lots of bodies around. To enrol at Ararat College, there's a few small steps to take. So we like to meet the students first, so either a phone call or can come into the office and talk to our office staff, and we'll arrange an initial meeting with generally either a year level coordinator or the assistant principal. We'll have that first meeting, just get some finer details and look at backgrounds in terms of what education has been achieved previously, and then work out a plan moving forward as to when start dates are and key contacts as well. So at the end of 2022, VCAL will no longer exist, so there's a senior secondary education reform. And so VCAL has been rebranded and reinvented to vocational major. So we will be offering vocational major from 2023. So different name, slightly different structure, but still incorporating applied learning into the senior years as well. So that will be running at Ararat College. So within our college, there's a small number of culturally and linguistically diverse students. So there are, I guess, students involved in the college of that diverse background, but we are very inclusive and welcoming and supportive of new culturally and linguistic diverse students and families coming into our community and our school. There are a number of different supports in place within our school, and being a state school, so Department of Education school, there offers supports to us as well. So we are a part of a cluster of English as a second language within the Ballarat region as well, so they will send staff if required to support, and also we are fortunate enough to have an English as second language teacher working at our school. So there's a number of different resources that we have readily available and can access a number of range of resources as well. We do have a one night a week for an hour with it's a retired teacher who would come in and run a homework program with the students who are wanting to be involved. If there's no need for that, or if there's a higher need or more kids wanting to be involved in a homework club, and that's what we would call it at Ararat College, then we will incorporate different times and staffing for that as well. As a school at Ararat College, we believe that it's really important to expose our students to the wide world and to allow them to experience a range of different opportunities within town and also outside of town. So we have across all year levels within the school incursions and excursions. Within the subject year levels, they may offer little incursions, and there's always one big excursion or camp for each year level at the time at Ararat College. Being able to expose them and teach them of a range of different cultures and backgrounds gives them the power and the openness to explore different cultures within society as well. So it's embedded within our learning outcomes across our school. So Ararat College has very structured engagement policies, and that does include a subsection of bullying and harassment. So we communicate a lot with our families, both good and bad. We like to let them know, if there's things that are going on which may affect the well-being of that student, but also celebrate their successes. We are very lucky at Ararat College that we have big grounds in terms of space, But once we kind of learn to get our way around the school, it's easy enough to know where all the classrooms are. I say that we're a biggish school with 300 students, but the benefit of only having 300 students for a staff is that we, as staff, we all know our students. So whilst we're big, we are small and so very personable. So encourage anyone, if there are any issues, to speak to any adult or even their peers, because they can quite often let the adults know and act as a real support for them. Try every opportunity given to them and just, you know, have a good time.
Mensapeleo di so, guna